Hello everyone, the Italian Brainrot Animals Challenge is taking place today.
Our main task is to build the character we're about to see on the wall. It will fall out completely by accident.
Then we are watching closely and in no case are we distracted. Mikey has already pulled the lever and we can only wait.
Oh!
That the characters change very quickly. I can't believe my eyes.
We need to build Liliri Larila. I'm definitely not going to waste any time right now. I'm going to my side as soon as possible. I can say with confidence that I can beat you.
Mikey decided to act very quickly, but first I will prepare all the necessary resources and study Liliri Larila. It's a big elephant with a trunk but with the body of a cactus. It will be really very difficult to build it, but I will definitely try, because there will be only one winner in this challenge. Oh, it's time to start building. So now I'm going to my side. Mikey and I are separated by a huge wall and we won't see each other, but I'll definitely prank him to make it all a lot more fun. First, I need to arrange as many cacti as possible, but they only grow in the sand. Oh, my main goal is to build Liliri Larila.
I will destroy everything that you decided to build here. I promise that I can win this challenge. You can see how much water I managed to pour during this time, but it's definitely not enough. I'll destroy the cacti, and then you won't be able to build anything. Anyway, I've already ruined your work. Here's some more water for you.
Uh-oh. I'm really mad at Mikey right now because he did something very ugly. I decided to make my construction stop. But he's very much mistaken. If he thinks that using water will stop me, then it's not so. Everything is just beginning. I'm not going to stop. There are still a lot of things ahead, and I will definitely achieve the result. Yeah. Now I'll pour out as much water as possible in order to remove all the excess. I will definitely need a lot of sand to make Liliri Larila legs. But I can't forgive Mikey for what he did. Therefore, now is the time to make a prank on him. I'll do my best to ruin everything for him. The moment of real fun has come. I definitely won't miss it. My main goal is to do this. For Mikey to lay out his sand, but I will definitely change it to grass. He won't even notice it. Therefore, now we need to do everything very carefully. In any case, do not attract unnecessary attention. Mikey won't even understand.
How good that I have now laid out a huge amount of sand. I will start building my Liliri Larila soon. I can definitely outrun JJ. He will never catch up with me now, and he will definitely lose. But I have a strange presence. Oh no, my sand is missing.
It turned out to be really a lot of fun. Mikey didn't even get it, that I actually flew up to him and took all the sand. But now we need to get to work and never get distracted. I will need a huge amount of cacti and sand in... Great! There is really a lot of sand now. The moment has come to exhibit cacti. Soon I will finally build my Liliri Larila. He will be huge and it will be impossible to beat him in this challenge. Mikey will definitely lose, but you need to keep an eye on him all the time because he's probably up to something. We need to act very stealthily and carefully now. I'd better look up. What?
JJ doesn't know yet that I'm going to make a new trap for him. Let's see how he handles it. A huge number of anvils are going to fall down now, and he won't be able to do anything about it. The prank starts right now.
Ugh! Mikey is really up to something terrible. I wanted to arrange as many cacti as possible, but now huge anvils are starting to fall on me. At first, I didn't believe that this had really happened, but he decided to set such a trap for me. I do not know what to do now. We need to try to stop this.
Woohoo! The anvils must have broken a lot of cacti.
Because of the shirt, I've lost a lot of time on construction right now. Now I need to remove all the anvils that were in my way and quickly check if they can really break the cactus. If this is not the case, then I can no longer worry about something like this happening again. I've never encountered anything like this. Oh, I am so glad that my cacti really turned out to be very strong and could withstand even a heavy anvil. I think this is a success, and it's definitely not worth dwelling on it. Now I will definitely improve this place and make it completely different. I will remove some of the small cacti and arrange them in a different arrangement. Oops. Everything should be exactly like this, and then I'll get Liliri Larila. I've been dreaming about this character for a long time and wanted to see what I could do with it. But Mikey ruins my work all the time. Now you just need to arrange the cacti in a circle, and after that you can make a special pot. These will be the legs of a huge elephant. Everything is going really well right now. I am incredibly glad that I was able to restore everything that was destroyed. I'm really progressing really well right now. I'm in a great mood at the moment because I'm doing construction, which I love very much. But I'm really interested in what Mikey is doing right now. We need to quickly go to his side and find out. I'm sure he probably wants to scatter a huge amount of sand and arrange cacti. But right now, I need to be very quiet and inconspicuous. I'm flying to the other side. Mikey wants to spread out a lot of sand.
It's good that I was able to find him now. Now I just need to pour it out and this square will be completely covered with sand. Therefore, I am not distracted by any means now, and I am working very intensively. It's going to be really exciting and a lot of fun. JJ will definitely not interfere with me in this matter, and I will finally achieve a result. Woohoo!
How wrong he is. I see that he wants to spread out a lot of sand, but I won't let him do it. I know that if you pour lava, then glass will appear. So now we need to wait for him to finish and quickly go downstairs. I'll spill a lot of lava. He will never be able to put it out.
Nothing portends trouble. I'm just working very hard and setting up a lot of fans to blow away this sand. It is evenly distributed on this site. Soon, I will finally finish and be the winner of this challenge. I really want to see my opponent get really upset as soon as possible.
Woohoo! I'm listening to Mikey right now. It's really a lot of fun. He doesn't even know that soon all his sand will simply disappear because I pour as much as it has never been. I'm very focused on my work at the moment. This prank is going to be one of the funniest I've ever done.
My sand has become completely covered in lava. I don't understand how this is possible. Why is nothing working right now? We need to fix this urgently. I'll throw even more sand. I'm sure I can fix it that way.
It's been so long since I've had fun. Mikey is really in a complete panic right now and doesn't know what to do. I'm definitely not going to stop there and will continue to joke about him. There's still a lot of work ahead of me, so I won't get distracted and I'll move on. At the moment, I need to finish with the construction. I'm just going to focus on this and stop doing pranks on Mikey for now. I'm continuing the construction of Larila. What? Oh no! Mikey starts throwing lava at me, so he's preventing me from building.
Woohoo! It's okay. I think you'll swim in the lava for a bit. It will help me in the fact that I will win because I will have a lot of cooler things there, and you just won't even have time to finish it.
Uh-oh. Oh no, he really got in my way because he slowed me down, and you could say he took away most of my time. That's why I'm trying to clean up everything right now in order to continue building, and yet I think I'm definitely not going to leave it like that. Well, it seems like I've removed the main part of the lava, and it seems like it's gone and won't be anymore. And now I'm continuing to build.
Woohoo! You really thought that this was the end, but no, I'm still giving you a couple of surprises here, and at least I think you'll be happy about it.
I'll remind you that you shouldn't have done that. In fact, I'm very surprised that he had the courage to just take you and ruin everything for me very much. But that's okay. Now I'll try to clean it up quickly. To be honest, you even really pissed me off because I'm very surprised that this happened. Oh, well, it's okay. I think I'll have to take revenge on him anyway, but I don't know when I'll do it yet because I need to hurry up now and just keep doing my construction because in fact I still have quite a lot left to do. But it's okay, I'll be home in time anyway. It just happened so suddenly, and I didn't expect it to happen that he would decide to somehow interfere with me. Well, anyway, before he found it, it wasn't for nothing that I told him that he shouldn't have done it, because in fact, I would really come to him and make it much cooler. Namely, I would make sure that I would touch him as much as possible, and he would be very surprised. Most of the time, it was the lava that he poured that took away from me because I was very afraid that I would not be able to remove it, and then at the end, he took and began to plant tree sprouts. Some were dry and some were normal, and just 2 of which I set on fire, they were normal. But it's okay, I just lit them with a lighter and they will disappear very easily. That's why it won't be difficult for me to remove them. Now, the most important thing is to do exactly what I'm doing. Oh, there's practically nothing left of the trees. In fact, it can be said that it has accelerated my work as much as possible, but still I do not need to be distracted and just need to continue building Lirililarila. In any case, I will try to build it pretty big so that it will definitely win. And in principle, the next trolling, I think, will not leave anything from the construction of the buildings that Mikey makes. Because I'm planning to do something with dynamite anyway, but it's still not known exactly what yet, because in fact, I'm completely focused on my work. Even I thought a little about whether it was really worth building such a big one, but I thought so and decided that in any case it was necessary to build a big one, because in fact, if it was big, then logically it would be very strong and just the same strong. So in any case, I continue to build further. Of course, it will take me. It's quite a lot of time, but it will be worth it. And the most important thing is to make it look pretty similar so that everything works out for me and I can win. Now, I'm just going to choose some optimal time interval and just go to the side where Mikey is building. There, accordingly, I will try to shoot him in order to tell him to take revenge for what he did to me before. Now I'm looking for the missing blocks. Oh, actually, I'm just trying to look for some pretty good blocks so that I get a very beautiful and just as believable one. Of course, I could do it like Mikey because he makes it look like he doesn't even think about it. He just does whatever he wants and thinks it's really going to win. But in fact, in order for you to win, you need to treat your building very well and try and do it, so to speak. I'm doing it, and I really hope that the victory will be mine. Because just the same, I choose only the appropriate blocks. They must be only in color and correspondingly suited to my style, and accordingly, the building itself. Well, now you can actually think about what does Lirililarila really look like. And it's all pretty simple, in fact. He looks like a huge cactus in the form of his one, and a large leg is resolved just the same to his huge head. And it all, of course, looks like an elephant, which is exactly what I'm trying to build in order for me to have I started something more or less similar from the bottom, of course, because this is the most convenient place to start. And at the very top, just the same, he has a large elephant's head, which, accordingly, I will also have in order for me to have really everything similar. And of course, at the bottom he has, well, you can say ordinary shoes. They are just the same brown, which, accordingly, I also showed and built. Oh, just a little bit, I'm going to troll Mikey. And then I completely forgot about it, and I started building and telling everything, and it just slipped my mind. So very soon, I'll be going to touch it. And how I'm going to do it, I already have some small ideas, but as you can see, I'm just starting to do it. Woohoo! I've already set quite a lot, and in principle now it will definitely be possible to break away from this and calmly go to touch it, which is exactly what I'm going to do right now, but now I need to get to it carefully somehow. But I think it's easy to do because now it will be something, it's disabled. Oh, great! I managed to get right to the bottom and he didn't even notice me. This is very wonderful because I'm planning to put quite a lot of dynamite here so that there will be a very good explosion and nothing left of it. These are my answers to the fact that he threw lava at me. That's why I'm laying a lot of dynamite right now. Woohoo! This is going to blow him apart. Oh, because in fact, I put a lot of dynamite. That is, if you take the ratio of its size and how much dynamite I put in, then from this I concluded that there would be nothing left of it. But actually, it's going to be pretty much a lot of fun, and of course we'll see what really happens to him. But in the meantime, I think I need to keep building my own as soon as possible, because I got distracted again, and of course I lost enough time. But I don't think anything, in any case. Now I'll catch up with this time and just manage to build everything on time. Of course, in any case, I want to see them fight, because if you compare my huge one and how small he is, then he simply has no chance. Of course, I would like to see how mine will crush him, but I'm afraid we won't have time to see it, because I'll immediately take it and activate the dynamite so that he gets more upset that his little Larila couldn't even run somewhere, so it's still going to be very interesting. But for now, I'm just continuing to do that. The fact that I'm still building everything. Oh, well, in fact, I have literally a little bit left. If you think about it that way, then in principle, it's just a little bit more and everything will be ready for me. Of course, it took quite a long time, but in principle, it's worth it because it will look really beautiful and as realistic as possible. I think you're definitely nowhere. You haven't seen it. Therefore, these are the times when you need to make the most of it in order to get a very excellent result, which is exactly what I am striving for. And then at the end, there will be a very cool battle waiting for us. Well, how cool cool, I think it will even be more epic than you think. So far, everything is working out fine. Huh? Now I'm just doing what the band says, arranging the thorns. Well, about the same way they look on an ordinary cactus in order to make it more plausible and even realistic. I think it looks much more beautiful this way, and just like I said, what looks more similar? I'm just putting the last thorns in it now, and they're just going to move on to the top. I think it won't take me long either. At the moment, everything is working out very well. I already want to see the result, of course. Woohoo! And here is my final result. Now we're going to see a very unexpected Big Bang happen to Mikey. Ho-ho! Which is very funny to me how small he is compared to mine, and he won't even be able to do anything to him just like that. I think it's time to blow it up.
I believe you will win. Huh? I can't figure out what happened to make you explode.
Woohoo! But I can tell you that we won, and now you're free to go anywhere.
Oh! Ah! Oh no, he wants to crush me.
Ho-ho! I'm JJ, and today I trolled Mikey in different ways. That's how our wonderful adventure ended.